Hello everyone, I have not made a Dreamtime video in quite some time, and I have had a lot of interesting dreams recently that I thought that I would share. Now, before I get into my dreams, I just wanted to throw a little disclaimer out there and tell you guys I'm not on drugs, I'm drug free. My dreams just don't make a lot of sense. So one of the first dreams I had happened back in December of last year. And for some reason I was sitting in a room with a bunch of old friends of mine who I don't even talk to anymore. They decided that they were going to go to a party or just go together and hang out somewhere. So whether I was invited or whether I wasn't invited, for some reason I just didn't go with them, and so they all took off without me and I was sitting in this room by myself. I decided after they had done left in the middle of the night that I was gonna tag along. I'm very strange in my dreams. This is what doesn't make sense about it. I decided to walk in the middle of the road, in the middle of the night, on the yellow lines. And what was even weirder about it was there weren't no cars on this night, so even if I was walking in the middle of the road, it's not like I was gonna get hit. So here I am, minding my business, making my way down the road to get to where my friends were, and all of a sudden this little creepy old lady holding all of these bags in her arms starts approaching me. She's coming in my direction. She was walking in the center of the road as well, which does not make any sense. I get to her. I did not run away and panic and go in the opposite direction. No, I just kept walking the same way. And finally, me and her met, and she asks me where I'm going, and so I tell her. And then she just goes about her merry little way, and I keep walking down the road as if nothing ever happened. Next thing I know, the dream just magically had a time hop, and I'm in this building with nothing but stairs and an elevator. And then out of nowhere, my cat Cuddles just magically appears on the floor. And that was the end of the dream. That's when I woke up. It made no sense at all. This was probably after Shane Dawson's latest conspiracy theory video, because I'm completely obsessed with Shane Dawson and his conspiracy theories. But one morning I had a dream that Shane Dawson discovered my channel, my YouTube channel. I don't know if he watched one of my videos, if he's seen one of my tweets, but he had discovered me. And for some reason, instead of having me fly over to California, he decided that he was going to come here to West Virginia. Shane Dawson literally travels to West Virginia, to my house, pulls into my driveway, and then I woke up. It was a very exciting dream, to say the least. I would love to have Shane Dawson come to my house and for me to film a video with him. That would be goals, honestly. So I was pretty disappointed whenever I woke up and realized it was nothing more than just a dream. Okay, you guys know how crazy I am, and I'm very blunt because I'm a Sagittarius. I don't keep anything back. So I'm gonna tell you this dream just to give you a good laugh, but please don't take it the wrong way. One morning, I was having a dream that I was at my boyfriend Josh's house, and we were getting ready to, we were getting ready to get frisky. And I don't know if it's because I had been thinking about it, our little adventure on the night of zombie prom, which I'm not gonna go into detail about or anything. Right as we were getting ready to do our deed and to get it on, my alarm clock goes off, and I'm just damn it. I woke up being very disappointed that the dream did not go further. And yes, Josh, this is probably the first time you're hearing about this dreams. I had been watching an excessive amount of these creepy YouTube videos before I went to sleep one night. And that probably wasn't the greatest idea, because I had a dream that I was actually filming a YouTube video, okay? But where I had my camera set up was not where I would usually have it set up to film. I had it setting in front of my big mirror in front of my bed, And I was sitting on my bed talking about this creepy Japanese urban legend. In this legend, it is said that once you hear of the curse of this ghost, you will feel their presence behind you. And it was like, as soon as I said that in my dream, talking to my camera, talking to you guys, it was so freaky. I was looking in my mirror. I felt like a presence of something behind me. I felt something sitting behind my shoulder. And I glanced into the mirror and I seen a ghost, a Japanese ghost, which resembled Kyoko from The Grudge. And I about flipped shit. Like, I seen her in the mirror. She was like peeping over my shoulder, looking up at me. And when I looked behind me, like over my shoulder, there was nothing there. Oh my god, it creeped me out. I woke up in a panic. But will that be the last time I watch those creepy YouTube videos before I go to sleep? No, probably not. This dream actually freaks me out, like in real life as well, because I don't know if this could have been like a premonition of something to come, or if it was just a regular dream. So before I get into this dream, I just wanted to say that my dad, one night, a couple of nights ago, he was meditating on our bed when he fell asleep. And he was at that state where, you know, you're kind of asleep, but you're not fully there yet, if that makes any sense. And he had this dream that I came running into our living room and I was crying, and there was this blood streaming down my arm, and I was like, "Daddy, Daddy," and like, he's seen my arm, he's seen this blood, and he was like, "Oh, Melanie," and then he said he woke up, and it was like I passed out or something in the dream after he seen all the blood. Then, the other night, I had a dream that there was something wrong with me. I don't know if it was an ovarian cyst, I don't know if it was something to do with cancer, but there was something wrong with me in this dream. And I had to have a hysterectomy. And I was really scared because it was my first surgery. I've never had surgery in my life. And I could actually feel like how nervous and scared I was in my dream. Then I woke up. A few seconds later, now this part doesn't make any sense. So this is why I said I don't know if it was actually a premonition, like it was trying to tell me something, or if it was just a dream that I just had no point or reason to it. I fell back asleep a couple seconds later, and the dream was continued. So we're packing up all my stuff, getting ready to leave for the hospital, getting really nervous about the surgery, and then I woke up, and that was it. And I just sat there for a few seconds like, okay, was this dream trying to tell me something, or was I just, you know, dreaming a weird dream? Which, in all honesty, I do believe that I was just dreaming a weird dream, but I really don't know, to be honest with you. It could have really been trying to tell me something. So this dream really does not make sense at all. I believe it might have something to do with some of my fears and worries that I have. I had a dream that the power was out at my house, and it was just me and another person who I'm not going to say who, and my boyfriend Josh. And so we're all sitting there. This person was a part of my family, by the way. We're sitting in our living room. We're talking. The power's out. We have candles going. And for some reason, they were holding church services, like, with the power out, and even though I haven't been to church in years, we were going to church in the dream. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and head to church because, like, my parents and everybody were there, and I was like, do you guys want to come along? And they're both like, no, we'll make our way there. You can go ahead and head on without us. So I was like, okay, and I decided to leave. You would think that my boyfriend would want to come with me, and you'd think that they want to come with me because the power was out. Minutes into the service, here comes this person and my boyfriend holding hands, smooching on each other in the front door. I'm sitting there in total disbelief and shock. I cannot even, like, comprehend what I'm seeing. It's made me upset, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and head out and just like leave them be, leave them here. And they were like, okay, we're gonna come along with you. So I was like, okay, even though I felt heartbroken and betrayed over what had just happened, I let them come with me. So we hop into my car, and I'm sitting up front. I can drive in my dream, by the way. I'm sitting up front, and those two were sitting in the back. I decided that we were going to stop at my grandmother's house. And the entire ride to my grandmother's house, these two are in the back kissing and fondling on each other. And I'm sitting there witnessing the entire thing in the rearview mirror. I don't know why in my dream I didn't just like throw them out of the car, because that's like the logic thing to do would be to like not give them a ride. But for some reason I decided that I would drive them here. So we pulled up to my grandmother's house. Those two get out, they walk on without me, and I watch them like holding hands walking into her house. And I'm just sitting there like, what just happened in my dream? And then I woke up. And I'm just gonna say I'm very grateful that that was just a dream and that it was not real life, because I would be so heartbroken if something like that ever happened to me. So then I've also been having a lot of nightmares that has to do with the incident that happened to me and my family back in 2018. And once again, it's very personal. I'm not going to go into detail about it and really say what happened. It has been causing me to have a lot of like horrible nightmares that I don't want to have. And I don't want to tell you guys all of these nightmares, because then you'll know like what exactly happened. There is one dream that I do want to kind of briefly talk about, because it was just so wild and scary. I made a video talking all about this incident that I had with this cursed poem that I read back in, I think, 2018. It was like, it wasn't 2018, 2017. And if you read it out loud, it was said to either kill you or you were going to be cursed with bad luck for the rest of your life. I thought all of this poem was mumbo jumbo, and I decided to read the entire poem out loud. After I read this poem, a lot of bad stuff around this time of the year, each year since then, which has only been like 1 year, but after I read it as well, like bad stuff started happening to me. I truly believe that this was not a coincidence. I was a certain person who was yelling, and I wasn't getting along with this person. Like, we weren't on good terms with each other. The person said, as your punishment, I'm gonna burn your house down. And I just got so frustrated because they kept like yelling over top of me. I could not like get a word in edgewise. And I'm freaking out, so I decided I'm gonna go outside to get a breath of fresh air. I walked outside. It was nighttime, and I looked over, and our car was on fire. It was getting ready to explode. So this person all of a sudden appears next to me. They go, see, that was your punishment. You did that. And I just got so upset, and I started to panic that I decided I was going to run over to my grandparents' house. And as I started running for my life, it's like something stopped me in my tracks. It was like this big, dark force. It stopped me in my tracks, almost paralyzing me. Like, I felt like I could not move in the dream. I lifted my head up, and there's this tall, like, dark shadow figure. There's this tall, dark shadow figure hovering over top of me. I mean, it was like Slender Man. That's how tall it was. And it had horns. And I jolted awake. And that was the scariest nightmare I've had with this incident. And I tell you, I believe that that poem was the cause of all of this stuff that happened to me. As a sake, I'm not going to say the name of the poem, even though some of you probably already know. And if so, please be considerate and don't like say the name of the poem. Those were all of my dreams that I've had since my last Dreamtime video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already and become a morbid maniac. Leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of some of these dreams. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.